What's up guys, welcome to the channel. I'm your boy Craven the Gamer. If you're new around here, the channel is dedicated to bring you the latest gaming news, gaming updates, my reaction, and some fantastic gameplay on new games making waves within the gaming community. For today's video, I'll go straight into it guys. We will be reviewing and doing a short video on some gameplay for the new Marvel's Avengers game, which comes out next year 2020, and it is to be in May exact, if I can remember. So the gameplay footage itself was about 18 minutes or 19 minutes. I mashed that up a bit just to shorten the video up a bit, and we'll go through some of the main parts of the video and part of the gameplay. So straight up you can see, okay, this is obviously like pre-sequel, so pre-game itself, and graphically the game looks very good. It's made by Eidos, which was a bit of a weird one for me, because normally I think it's Activision that do the Marvel games. So breath of fresh air hopefully from Eidos, because Activision has been making some terrible games recently, Marvel games. So facially, that's what I noticed, there's no cinematic faces. Obviously it would have been a bigger charge on Marvel side, but they've made, you know, the characters look as close to what we know the characters to look like as possible. You start off as Thor, I think it is, and this looks quite cool. So straight from the video you go straight into gameplay. This is the prologue, like I said, the first mission, and you get to play with the God of Thunder, which is quite cool. So mini game to start things off. Great smash by Thor with the hammer there. And first thing I noticed here was the open world environment looks a bit closed, so I don't think you can go over the bus over there. I don't think you can jump over that fence, so it is a bit static. But I mean, just smashing people around. Look, obviously it's the first mission, so your character will feel extremely overpowered. Obviously the later you get into the game, you know, with power-ups and different villains and different enemies, it won't be as easy. But as you can see, graphically the game is very good. Anyway, it's what we expect from a Marvel game, you know, since we haven't got a proper Marvel game or Avengers game for such a long time. We've got a lot of Spider-Mans and X-Men's, I think it was the last one. So that one of the main things for me is so cool is the hammer throw, and then it just staying there and you can call it back when you need. That's like extremely cool. Definitely something I wanted to see, because we never saw it before, and you can just call it back. That's so cool. And then, you know, the targeting on that enemy, and he just got smashed for 6. And then little mini games. I'm not a fan of mini games. It feels too static for me, like, you know, it's specific, you're supposed to do it, and I prefer a bit of a more free environment when I'm playing an adventure action game, something like an Avengers or God of War. In a way it reminds me of God of War. Once again the hammer throw and then calling the hammer back.
Stay down, help is on the way.
So I think they're using the same type of attacking engine or action engine as like a Mad Max, because it seems like, you know, you get the point of interest and then you probably tap a button to counter. That's what I'm thinking. So it's quite similar. Your ability is all now powered up. Obviously that's what we expect from a Marvel game. You know, you fight until you get like a full ability, and then you just feel like absolutely insane, which is what Thor is doing now, being absolutely insane. As you can see, that little red exclamation is what I'm talking about. It's almost like a spider sense, you know, in previous Spider-Man games. Okay, so some shields now, and whoa, Thor got knocked back there. So you can see Tony Stark is up there, Iron Man's up there. There's a bit of a co-op gameplay with AI, a little bit of slow motion. That's absolutely cool. That ultimate attack by Thor, just, you know, that's the type of ultimate attacks we want. We want to feel very powerful. And then this looks absolutely amazing, guys, like straight into Iron Man. I'm sure there's like a homing missile effect, because it would just be too hard to shoot with people flying around like this. But this is more like the open world feel I wanted. And this is quite cool, you know, flying around as Iron Man, smashing your enemies with like cool little blasts, typical like Iron Man, Tony Stark.
Yeah, I know. I built the damn thing.
As you can see, graphically this game is like absolutely amazing. Obviously it's in 4K, we don't all have access to 4K, but I don't think the 1080p will be any different. Obviously minor changes in terms of textures and details, but it will be almost similar, you know, close to the same thing.
Stay behind cover. All right.
Okay, so typical Tony Stark, a bit of arrogance in there, but you know, that's what makes Tony so cool. So that's kind of cool, you know, going straight up. You don't have to stay on the ground, you can fight in the air, you can fly up. That ability looks just amazing for Iron Man, and it's cool the way the flames stay, you know, like the ground stays hot. Doesn't do any more damage, I don't think, to your enemies, but still, like, the flow of the game looks cool. Like, it seems a bit static, but you can do what you want to do within the frame of the game, or whatever the game gives you access to. So like the Iron Man suit looks kinda cool. It looks a bit clunky for me. I would have preferred it a bit slender, if that's even a thing.
Everything's just peachy. Just hoping these guys
So this is cinematic gameplay now. You're not really playing, it's just cinema.
They take it back. They've got pulsar tech.
Now, which is my favorite Avenger, my favorite superhero. Comment down in the comment section below who yours is. We can obviously have a nice little debate on that. But oh, this just looks absolutely, Hulk looks absolutely cool. It looks a bit small for Hulk, but we have seen in recent movies and in recent games they've been toning Hulk's size down a bit. But he just starts glowing green, like the more angry he gets. And like, check the Hulk smash and the Hulk foot stomp it's just absolutely amazing. Like I wish they just make a Hulk game, in all honesty. Like, I don't want to play with Thor and Tony Stark and these guys. I just want to play with Hulk. He looks a bit slow, but I want to feel like the absolute. It's so hard to feel if he's got the power of Hulk. Like, I know it's a game, you can't really feel, you know, with the controller or whatever. But like, he just smashed the tank and flipped it over like it was nothing basically. So definitely something I'm looking forward to. Like check at that, the hang on the truck and then the hop over all the debris was absolutely cool. The lunges of Hulk, you know, like really Hulk, and with the Hulk smash, oh, he had to do the Hulk smash, obviously. You know, I just want to play with Hulk. I don't want to play with all the other characters. The Hulk smash looks really cool. Like, it knocks everyone out in the radius, you know. Check that, you can pick up like slabs of concrete from the floor, smash your enemies. Okay, so Hulk's it's gone on for a bit of a jog now. Okay, we've seen this from the so it's a bit static. Game dictates where you have to go in terms of, I don't want to say like a track, but it is like a bit of a track and field. There's like little spots where he can be hit. I'm not sure if you check that, but there's like little red homing devices that shows where you can get hit or where you should avoid. Okay, that's cool. Smashing and a little bit of slow-mo. Let's check Hulk's ultimate. Oh, the Hulk clap. That's so cool. That is, he just like obliterated everyone in his way. Big lunge again. So I definitely want to, like, I feel like the main thing for me, if I were to get this type of game, would be for Hulk itself. The mini games again, you know, but static game leaning you into a place you have to go. So he smashed the hell out of that tank. Okay, so now we got Captain America here. More soldier-like than anything like a superhero. The approach they have been taking recently, like, because at the end of the day, Captain America is more of a man than he is a superhero. He's just got like advanced abilities thanks to the Stark guys. So first up, as you can see, shield is like your main weapon. There is like the melee is quite cool. I don't like the stutters. Like that, I hate stutters. When you're fighting or when you're in action, I prefer like a smoother, like a Mad Max sort of a thing. And if you need to get like a critical hit, then I don't mind a stutter. But every hit with stutters is just unnecessary in my opinion. So not really looking forward to the stuttering part. Did you just check what I'm speaking about now? So
The reactor won't stabilize.
okay, so
Urgent molecular
that was a critical hit. That's why that stutter was there. But all the kicks, I'm quite impressed with the combat. Before it was a bit, I don't want to say static. It wasn't static. It's just more of the same thing, you know, like you get like 3 combos and you just keep repeating it like now. Like let's check the special ability. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so now move on to Black Widow. She looks quite cool. Definitely a character I wanted to play with. So she's grabbed this guy. She's gone on for a bit of a ride. I don't know. I'm not sure who it is. Just like a random enemy. A bit of a mini game. She's once again smashing the smash out of this guy. Like the graphical, you know, graphically this game just looks awesome. Look at this, like in between the cars and in between like all the chaos and Hulk still smashing things. A lot of mini games. Not looking forward to a lot of mini games. It's more of you playing a movie than it is more of you playing a game, which is not ideal for a lot of game fans. You know, we want to do our own thing and we don't want to be pushed into a specific way of doing things. Okay. Just wanna. Okay, so she's more of an avoider. Oh, cool! The double pistols. That's cool. Dual pistols on Black Widow. Okay. So you have to aim down sights. I don't think you can just hip fire. Seems to be like that. Okay, so a bit more of cinematic. It's a lot of cinema in the game itself. Like the gameplay, like I'm not sure if you guys agree. You can obviously comment. But it seems like it's more cinematics than gameplay. Like there's a lot of cinematics involved. Obviously it's a prologue, so they try and show like a lot of cinematics to keep you like pumped up. It's not like a trailer.
Doesn't matter. I have this.
Okay. But it's slow-mo there. Oh, to avoid like the... Okay, double patterns she's got as well. Double dual pistols. She doesn't seem as agile as I wanted to feel. Like she still feels like an Iron Man or a Thor when she's running. Like, I'll show you what I mean now. Like there. No, she still seems like... Okay. Oh, that's sick. Okay.
I've always wondered what it would feel like.
Unnecessary flips, like why are you flipping for no reason? Like, calm down. Okay, so some of her hits are not doing any damage now. I guess the enemy's powered up. Okay, a bit of a Rey Mysterio in there as well. Like overall the game doesn't look bad, but I feel like there's other games that's like for the price range. I'm not sure what the price will be, but I figure it's gonna be like top end games. So in terms of like FIFA 20, God of War, you know, Mad Max when Mad Max came out, Borderlands, it's probably gonna be in that price range. And I feel they are better games. Obviously if you're a Marvel fan, you'll go ahead and purchase something like this. But there's just too much cinematics involved for my liking. I probably might just get it just for the sake of playing with Hulk. Like there we go, you see it's more of the same thing now with combos. Like it's more of a system, it's more of using the meta to beat someone. And I don't like that, especially when you're playing like AI. It's like shouldn't be a need for that. You should just be able to do what you want and still come out on top. You've seen a couple of the same moves like over and over from Black Widow now. Now they've just stopped and they're speaking. Cool. Okay, she's gone for her special ability. She's got invisible. That's quite cool. He really can't see you. Like he's legitimately looking for you. There we go. So that's kind of cool.
I'll adapt.
Can't learn what you can't see.
I prefer like obviously we don't know if it's gonna be like a co-op mode, but a co-op mode would be sick for a game like this. Just merely because it's the Avengers and there's just so much superheroes. Like an online co-op mode, you know, you pick Thor and you get to play with people that picked Hulk or Captain America, Black Widow, or whoever they picked, you know, and you can play as the Avengers. Each individual as the Avengers with like a team, with the buddies, with your mates. That would have been cool. But to play this cinematic, I don't want to say nonsense. It's not nonsense, but it just doesn't make sense for me.
Stay tuned. As always guys, if you're enjoying the content on the channel, don't forget to leave a sub so you don't miss any future videos.
Also drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. I'm Craven the Gamer. Peace.